Peace, 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 peace. What's going on, my weebles? It's your boy Sincere Seven coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, representing the House of Genesis. You know what I mean? Today is a beautiful Monday morning, and I just wanted to come on and kick with y'all a bit. You know what I'm saying? So what's popping with y'all? What's really good? So apparently, when I start my videos, I'm supposed to say go to houseofgenesis.org and sign up for the email list. And go to YouTube, the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, or the Pad, and sign up for the YouTube, get the videos. You ain't got to be social media. So I said that. All right. So let's really get into it. What's the difference between motivation and inspiration? You know, you ever asked yourself that? So, Monday morning motivation. Let's talk about motivation first. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. It's time to get it on and popping. Ace, what's popping, my baby? You know what I'm saying? It's Monday, right? Generally, that begins the work week, right? Sunday begins the week. Monday begins the work week, right? So when I think about motivation, Monday morning motivation, like waking up Monday morning, your eyes open. It's like, oh, beginning of the week. Let's get it. What is it that gets you up out the bed? You know what I'm saying? What is it that actually motivates you, right? So let's look at the word motivate. Let's break it down. Y'all know I like words and shit, but I'm nerd and shit. When you look at the word motivate, the root word is motive, a reasoning, right? A motive. And the suffix "ate" is to imply the action of. So motive is the reason. To motivate is to act because of the reason, right? So like what I always say, TION, shun, that says that there is action or movement. Vate is like the exercise of whatever it is. So this is the motive. So the exercise of the motive. The motive is the reason, the exercise of the reason. This is motivation. So some of my motivations are my children, right? When I wake up, especially on Monday morning. My children are a reason why I have to get up. I have to feed them. I have to bathe them, take them through their personal hygiene regimen, right? Get them ready for the day. This is something that I have to do. This is a reason, right? So your motivations are your whys. And I always ask people, like, whenever they, oh, should I do this? Well, why? Oh, I'm thinking about it. Why? If you ask me if you should or shouldn't, that's the first question I'm asking is why? What is your why, right? And that will inform you of the motivation or not. If it's a motive, oh, I need to I need to improve on this, then that's a motive that you have. And now you have a motivation. I need to improve on my eating habits. This is a motive. I'm sick and I need to heal my body. So to do that, the motive is to eat better. So now that I know that that's my why, the motivation or me eating better is because of, right? What happens when motivation don't work? What happens when I'm supposed to get up today, get the kids dressed to get them to school. Your eyes are open and that thought is going through your head and your body's like, okay, fuck, oops, right? Your motivations don't always inspire you. They motivate you. That's about as far as they go. But when that motive is not heavy enough, it's not strong enough, it's not, I don't even want to say important enough, because like I just said, my motive is my children. I'm not gonna say they're not important enough. No. Sometimes it has nothing to do with that, right? Sometimes you just are frustrated. Sometimes you just falling short. Sometimes you just don't feel, you don't believe, you don't have. And you know the motive. You know you need to eat right. You know you need to get up and get dressed. You know you need to write that letter or go see. But knowing that that motive is there is not enough. That's when we lean into inspiration. Motives and motivation are charged by something that we need to do, something that we see that we it's okay, right? Inspiration is action in us from somebody else's spirit. Action in us from another spirit. Inspiration. Ation is action. Shun is the action in spirit. So the spirit in action. The action of the spirit in me. So, for example, when I was young, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. This is inspiration. This is the best inspiration story that I have that I experienced. When I was younger, my father married a woman. This woman was my father's wife. And I came home from the military to visit my father and his wife. And his wife's sister also came into town. Okay. Amanda was dope, is dope. Okay. And we met and we linked and we had an awesome time. Not on some intimate. No, just like, this is cool people. This is my dad's wife's sister. She's cool as fuck. I'm talking about kicked it the whole time. We talked about everything. It was just a real dope bond. The weekend came to an end and it was time for me to head back to my military post. And she says to me, let's stay for another day or two. Look at the weather. It's snowing like crazy. You're on leave. I took from my vacation from my job. Let's just stay another day or two. Like, come on. I'm like, you know what? I don't know, man. I feel like I need to get back. And she kept asking, come on, let's just stay one more day. I was like, oh, man, I can't do it. I want to, but I can't, man. I got to get back. She's like, all right, well, if you're going to leave, I'm going to go ahead and head back too. So we both got on the road. I went back to Fort Riley, Kansas. And as she was headed home to where she was from, she got into a horrible car accident. The accident left her handicapped from the waist down. It was a very challenging, horrible situation. And I, if you can imagine, felt horrible. Now, let's be clear. It was no fault of my own. I did what I should have did. The responsible thing. Go ahead, head back, don't, right? But, truth be told, if I would have agreed and stayed, Amanda might still be walking to this day. So I took that kind of hard. And so a few months later, remember I'm back in the military, we have a PT test. This is physical training, and they test your endurance. How many push-ups can you do in 2 minutes? How many sit-ups can you do in 2 minutes? How fast can you run 2 miles in? This is the test. Now, my ab work. Dumb. My shit, right? Women have to do more sit-ups than men. Their abs are, and their core is more stronger than men. That's what they say. So women have to do more sit-ups than men, but men have to do more push-ups. And men have to do the 2-mile run faster than women. I was one of those dudes who always maxed on the sit-ups. Like, they like, damn, this dude, my ab work dumb. The push-ups, all right, I'm a pass. I'm a pass. But I damn sure ain't maxing. I ain't one of them pumping out motherfucking 100 push-ups in 2 minutes. No, not this guy. No. Right? But that 2-mile run, I've always been a fast motherfucker. Hit me with the 200 yard, the 400 yard, the 100 yard. That whole 2 miles. running 2 miles. If you got to run 2 miles, you might as well just stop and fight whatever you running from. That, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so anyway, so I've never been that running dude. Like, that was always that thing that I had to work to get to those levels where I'm like, all right, because I got to talk shit. So I was like, oh, shit, that's too low of a... So it's time for PT day, the PT test. I go out there, boom, I do my push-ups. Knock them out. I pass. Good enough. I don't got a max. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Time for the sit-ups. Oh, shit, it's nothing. There he goes again. Goddamn Barry. All right. Stop. Show it off. All right, did my thing. Get out there. It's time for the 2-mile run. Mind you, this is one of them weekends where we've been drinking, partying. I'm in no condition to be anywhere doing anything, let alone being tested. So, get to the 2-mile run and boom, I start running. Go around that first lap. Go around that second lap. Word, because you got to do 8. By the second lap, I'm already like, what the fuck? Like, I shouldn't be drinking. I should just fail this test. I don't even give a damn. Like, what they gonna do? I'm just gonna have to do it again. Just going through all this negative shit. I get around the 3rd lap. Okay, come on. If you make it to the 4th, then you could just slow roll it for the rest of it. I get to the 4th lap, and at this point, I'm kind of like, you know what? I can't do this. All motivation. My motivation, passing the PT test is a motivation. Motivation is shit talking, because I'm a shit talker in the Army. I go for bad. I'm one of them, right? So how you gonna fail a PT test? So this is motivating to me. So then all the motivating factors are failing me. I'm tired. I want to quit. I just want to lay down. I done ran a mile, and I feel like I'm about to throw up. And I'm going around, and all of these self-destructive thoughts. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, what does it even matter? And I don't know where it came from. But all of a sudden, the thought came to me that said, what would Amanda do right now if she had the opportunity? And when I say that, even just now when I said it out loud, it brought tears to my eyes. Because that's how I felt. Like, damn, she can't even fucking walk no more. And I'm complaining about having to run. And when that thought hit me, and that guilt of the self-sympathy, you weak motherfucker, you over here crying about, oh, I'm drinking, running, and she in a wheelchair forever, will never feel her legs carry her body, and you over here crying, you bitch ass. And that spirit of her entered me like, shit, if I was in your body, let me show you what I would do. And man, my head went up, and them motherfucker arms started. And I started running around that motherfucking track. And when I tell y'all that 13 minutes and 36 seconds, 2 miles, was my fastest run ever. I did my fastest time after a drunk weekend of hanging and partying all night, while I felt sick, weak, and why? Because of inspiration. The motivation, it wasn't enough. The motive, this is the motive. It has to be done. That is good to get you into doing. But when it starts getting difficult and challenging, the motivation starts to fail you. And you need you a good source of inspiration. Whatever it is you're going through, whether it be school, whether it be single parenting, whether it be whatever, that you know is something you have to do. It's a motive here. You have your motivations. Keep you some inspiration. Let me tell y'all, it wasn't a secret of her. It wasn't like I kept the thought of her as something, a secret, until I need it, and then I will think about it. This is something that I've been aware of, that I've been known, that it was just that at the time that I knew motivation was failing me, I reached into that bag and brought that. And it works to this day. To this day, if I'm on my feet, if I'm running, if I'm fighting, if I'm doing whatever, and I'm starting to get winded, I'm starting to get weak, all I think to myself is, shit, what would Amanda do if she entered your body right now? If her spirit entered my body right now, what would she do? Instantly, her spirit enters my body, and I have it. And whatever I'm facing, whatever I'm doing, Hannah said, needed this word at the moment. Yo, I'm honored to be a part of your story, because see what you just said? Needed this word at this moment. You know why? Because your motivations have probably failed you. The motives are probably not enough. There's challenges you're facing. There's heaviness. There's lack of support from people who said they would be there. And you want to give up, you want to quit, you want to just switch it up. You want to be like, you know what, fuck it. Why am I even? Nah. Go and get that spirit of somebody else, from somebody else, something that you feel, something that you witness, something that you know about. Since then, I've known more people now who have lost the ability to walk. One of my family, you know what I'm saying? Through family, was standing outside behind the car. Another car crashed, hit the car, boom, behind her, and that car smashed her. So the car here, she here, another car here, car hit this car. Boom, she's in the middle of it, bow. Lower part gone. She in a wheelchair now. I'm tired. I want to sit down. What? Let them hear you say that. Let them hear you say that. Think about saying that in front of them. I'm so tired, I just want to sit down. My bad. Yeah. Shut the boy, take that word. Now get to it. On point. Thank you so much. No doubt. Thank you. Thank you for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Share this video with somebody that you think might need to know the difference between motivation and inspiration. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fail because they only use motivation. Let me tell you, if that's all you have, then your chances of succeeding are slimmer than if you have it's like here we go. Motivation is the 4 tires on your vehicle. Inspiration is that motherfucking spare. That inspiration is that spare. Thank you. That came in handy. Thank you. That ain't even the size that I'm supposed to be wearing. That ain't even the, you know what I'm saying? It's like you headed to an appointment and you spilled the coffee on your shirt, and then somebody like, I got extra shirts I keep in the closet, extra ties, or boom, that's the, you know what I'm saying? What I had was going to fail me. It wasn't enough. It's not bad, broken, or anything like that. It's just that it wasn't enough. And it's usually like that, because motivation is really just to get you started. Motivation is to get you started. Inspiration gets you over the finish line. Like when I started the PT test, I was motivated to pass the PT test. I knew I got to do this. I got to do this to get my money. I got to do this to continue on, all that shit. Motivation was there. It just failed me around track number 4. You know what I'm saying? Lap number 4. But boy, when that inspiration hit and them turbo boosts, I had more energy and vitality to accomplish the mission than I did when I started. But remember, inspiration is also like that nitrogen oxide, like whatever that is that they be using in the car. If you watch some racing movies, when they be racing, they be going fast as shit, and then the other motherfucker fast as shit, they be next to them, and they look over, they like, oh shit, and then they flip that little switch, say beep, and they say, oh. That's inspiration, baby. That's inspiration. Don't think of it like, oh, I might as well use that from the beginning. Nah, because you're going to burn all your engines out. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Give me a kiss. I know, I spilled it because I was in here all hype and jumping, and you know what I'm saying, how I be. Yeah. It's all good though. That's my motivation. That's my motivation right there. You know, you my motivation. Okay, but they not my inspiration. I don't know. Have you ever been my inspiration? When? Oh yeah. You are definitely my heart, baby. You is definitely my heart. There you go. All right, we're doing that. Oh snap, we did that. Ooh, watch out, baby. Don't get your stuff on there. Watch that. All right, but go ahead. I'm smoking, baby. You know you can't be around here. Your human design say you ain't supposed to be nowhere around no smoke. Go finish your movie, all right? You baby want all the smoke, but I don't want you to have none, all right? Okay. So yeah, man, we got to know the difference between our motivations and inspirations. And again, inspiration should be something you prepare to utilize. You don't want to go through something and then find yourself looking for inspiration. It's okay to know what your inspiration is before you even get started using your motivation. I knew it was a spare in the. I put the spare in the trunk before I even made sure all the tires on the car was ready for the trip. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you get ready to achieve something, or when you find yourself in the midst of something that you know, even if right now I'm handling it, but I know it's gonna get challenging. You should be preparing your inspiration for just that. You should be understanding what it is you're about to go through and try to anticipate the challenging times. Understand, like a lot of people don't like to do that. And then you talk about, oh, you know, you're going to get what you focus on. So if you think about negativity, you know what I'm saying, it's going to come. And it's like, I'm never saying, oh, no, don't put no spare in my trunk, because if you do that, that means that you're thinking something's kind of bad is going to happen and you're creating that negativity for me. So don't put that. And we just had a discussion about it. It's already the possibility of something negative happening. It's always there. What we're trying to see is what is the possible things that might happen that we can do something about. I'm not putting a dent fixer in your trunk like, oh, if you get hit, we can pull the dent out. No. If something happens that we can fix, if you get in an accident, we got to handle that however it happens. But if you get a flat tire, I'm gonna put a spare. If your battery or your car won't start, I'm gonna put one of them automatic battery. You know, they got the things where you can put it in your trunk. So if your car battery is dead, you go to the trunk. It's like basically like a recharge drone, and you connect it to your drone, and right. That's not a bad thing to have. It. See that mindset, preparation, prepared for the challenges and things that might actually happen. Some mechanics keep hoses and belts in their car. Whatever kind of car they have, they got a couple hoses and belts. They know how to change them. Makes sense to me, right? So anything that you can prepare on this journey, if I'm going on a hiking trip into the woods, this is what a first aid kit is about, right? You got some things for scratches and bruises. You got a little ace bandage. You got maybe a couple pairs of changes of socks, right? A couple things like that. Things that you prepare, put them in some plastic bags, reverse it, put it in another plastic bag, reverse it, put another plastic bag, put it in a box. That way, if y'all got to jump off in some water and everything in the bag get wet, when you pull it out, all of this is still dry because it's in the bag, in the bag, in the bag, in the box, in the bag. Don't worry about it. I know y'all caught it. Yeah, just little jewels. When you go out there, this is preparation. The inspiration is those things that, and there's multiple forms of inspiration. If Amanda and her being in the wheelchair didn't work, there's other inspirations. You know what I'm saying? And you can go from light inspirations to heavy. My inspirations are usually egotistical. Egotistical is my inspiration. Even like when I get into things in the street, when I used to get into things in the streets, people would think that I didn't have fear. What I would tell them is, no, I was scared the entire time. But also, I was also scared of the possibility of me surviving and the story being very like whatever I did. Did you really start crying? I don't want to survive, and then people tell the story of what happened. So when I'm in the midst of something, whatever it is, I'm standing 10 toes. I don't, whatever happens, gonna happen. But nah, I ain't finna get on my knees. I ain't finna cry in bed. Nah. I gotta stand 10 toes on it, because if I survive, I want everybody to be like, yo, he stood his shit. Now, oh man, he broke down, started crying, told the dude he would shit, nah, baby. So for me, ego is a inspiration. I know I need to but oh shit, I ain't feeling, I ain't do. But you know what? If I fail, people gonna be like, see, I knew he couldn't do it. See, that type of shit hit my head. I'd be like, all right, let me get to it. That is a motivating factor for me. That's why people like, I don't care what nobody say about me. Now, I don't give a fuck what people say about me, but I do care what people say about me. You know what I'm saying? I won't allow the ideas and thoughts of others to change the course of whatever I'm on, right? But the thoughts of others about me, yeah, that'll inspire me to not fail, to do greater, to do better, to just do right. I always talk about my integrity. That is another inspiring thing for me. Who did? Oh, okay. It's all right. You know, so just keep those things in mind, so that when you face those challenges, you have those inspirations in your toolbox. When your motivations start to lack, your inspirations kick right in. And, you know, let the way that people see you handle your situations be something that is motivating or inspiring. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's motivating. Um, you know, I'm very aware that people are kind of like, damn, this motherfucker really be open on social media. He really will share his shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, but the reason why is because that is one of the things that people tell me inspires them. People tell me, like, when I have one-on-one talks, or, you know, yeah, when I have conversations with people one-on-one, they'll tell me like, yo, for real, man, you just be like real open about shit, and you sharing your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions about things make me feel easier and better about how I be feeling and what I'm going through. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. It's like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing, showing you how you can be authentically you, and it's all right. That's why I be like, man, I don't be moved by anybody else telling me about how they feel about the things that I do and how I live. And you always smoking weed, and you always talking shit. And you like, hell yeah, I'm glad you really understand me. That's how I be feeling. I'm glad y'all really know me. You always, yep, hell yeah, I do be. I'm glad you watching me that close. Now, learning you like that. What do you always do? What are your challenges? What are your gifts? What are your abilities? What are your, right? Because if you watching me with all mine, then you should be learning how to live in yours with that same how do you say, lack of unapologetically. Be you unapologetically, baby. Be you unapologetically, man. This social media she got people jacked up. Everybody trying to be like somebody else, trying to do like they did. Trying like, oh, they did this dance. Let's all do this dance. That's why I don't even like the hustle, man. Like, we all standing there doing the same thing. Wait, what's the, I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking a little shit, but listen, I'm so against being regular that I won't even eat Raisin Bran. Fuck you mean. I don't want to be regular. You know what I'm saying? I want to be me. I want to be authentically and genuinely me. And that way, the people who rock with me, then I know that they really supposed to be there. A lot of people are putting on these fronts and these, oh, you know, oh, when we on social media, we gonna say and we gonna do. And I'm the same on and off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, everybody who sat with me, listen, I know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. I'm going to say that again. Know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. Y'all know what that means? You ever heard somebody say, well, look, this is me. That's who the fuck I am, and that's who I'm going to be. I don't care who I'm around or what. That's me. And if you can't do... That is not words of a wise individual. A wise individual knows before whom they stand, and they adjust themselves accordingly. I pay attention to where I'm at and who I'm around. If I'm around a teacher, I'm going to become a student. If I'm around students, I'm going to become a teacher. If I'm around ignorant, I'm going to become civilized, and I'm responsible for them. If I'm around civilized, then I'm going to join the wise, you see? And if I'm around individuals that have energies that are unbecoming, then I know I'm adjust myself accordingly, because I know before whom I stand. Now I'm turning into warrior mode. Now I'm turning into protector mode. Now I'm turning into exterminator. You know what I'm saying? Know before whom you stand and adjust yourself accordingly. You know, that's where you start to really tapping into your vibe. You've been in a room and somebody walks in, your back will be to the door. But you get that, and when you turn around and look, it's almost like, where did that feeling come from? And when you look at them, bam, okay, that's the source of the energy. I don't like that person vibe. What one? No, baby, no, baby, no, baby. I just fed y'all everything. No. Go watch your movie, baby. You caught that person's vibe, and it gave you a vibe that you got two choices. One, change your position in the room where you got the upper hand over them and can handle or change their vibration. Your vibration is stronger than theirs. Or remove yourself from that place, presence. And a lot of people don't. Everybody let me be very clear. Everybody has this. Everybody don't use it. And some people have ignored it so much that they don't even feel it. They don't even recognize when that feeling hits. You know what I'm saying? They don't recognize the vibratory patterns. And the more that you are into that practice, that's where people get into starting to see auras. Because, okay, hold on. Oh, man, here we go. I see where I'm going with it. So something I've been on for over 20 years is the dream realm work, right? Lucid dreaming, astral traveling, meditating until I transcend and go into the different realms. I was doing these things long before I was introduced to entheogens. Now I understand my path and why. And so the dream realm and working in the dream realms and the lucid dreaming and controlling your dreams and using your body, the way your hands do mudras, you using your body to create mudras in the dream realm. And this is how you control, for instance, changing your leg positioning from one way to another is changing your ability to either take over control of the walking or leave the traveling to the dream body. Your arms being up or being down, that will change your control within the dream realm. In your sleep, I'm saying, like you sleeping in the bed, you like this, and you dreaming, and you controlling your shit. And then you turn your arms and lay them down by your side as opposed to up by your head, and it's gonna take your control away. Turning your head this way is going to create dreams or take you into the dream realm of creativity, of things that are inspired by, where this way is the realistic. So I'm dealing with things such as my family, my work, my life going on, different relationships. I got over here, I'm riding dragons and I'm pulling, you know what I'm saying, right? So these different body mudra practices, controlling those different realms. Well, recently, I also learned that your human design has a lot to do with your dreams, how you process them, how you see them. And I was given information that the dream work that I do, that's something that's in my design. And sleeping with, like, literally next to other bodies will can alter your processes. There's some that can potentiate your processes, and there are some that can diminish your processes. There are energies that can inspire, and then there are some that can dumb down or govern those processes. And I started to realize how different mates that I've had, that I've slept next to, some of them, when I was with them, my dream works were motherfucking go. And then some of them, when I was in relationships with them, my dream work slowed down and sometimes came to a, like, even the point of where people would be like, yo, you was in my dreams, yo, you was in my dream, you was in my dreams. And I have a relationship with a certain person, and I barely have people telling me that. It'll be a lot less than it is when I'm with somebody else, or with, you know what I'm saying? So it was like when I got the human design, it was like, oh, now I get it. So recently, just being more of sleeping alone and by myself, my shit has kicked back. Like, oh man, right? And so I picked up this book, The Art of Dreaming. And the reason I picked it up is because it's written by Carlos Castaneda, which is the author of The Teachings of Don Juan. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with him or those teachings, those works, but if not, they are one of the top spoken about entheogenic shaman magic, type of, it's a very, interesting. And so going into that, Carlos was talking about his teacher and how he was teaching him to work in the dream realms. This is why I was very interested in this, to see other individuals' works and how they approached them, and kind of compare and contrast and maybe even get a couple jewels. And he was telling him, one of the first things that you want to be able to do is to see the world from an energy point of view. If I kept y'all, because I know I went through a whole lot to come from where I was at to this point, to see the world from an energy point of view as opposed to a physical point of view. Remember how I started talking about this? Because I was talking about people and their ability to feel vibrations and their workings to pay attention to the vibrations. And dealing with the vibrations of people is a good start. Listen, dealing with the vibrations of people to the point where you get into the practice of going to different places and just sitting with your eyes closed and feeling the vibe of people when they walk in the door. You're not looking. You hear the door open, a person comes in. What do you see with your eyes closed? And you will start to find some amazing things. You will feel a familiar feeling and open your eyes, and it will be somebody that you've seen before or know. Like, hell no, like I knew it before I see you. They won't know because they don't know what you're doing. You will feel a feeling of disgust come over you so fucking heavy. This is a big one for me. I feel a feeling of disgust. And when I open my eyes and look, the first thing that I think is, yeah, you look like one of them old. And I'm telling y'all, listen, y'all, when I say I don't have to verify anything, I know. And that practice, you will carry it, and it'll get stronger and stronger, to where then when you look at pictures of people, you will catch the vibe. I can look at a picture of a person and be like, yeah, nah, I'm straight. Nah, just off of picture. No, their whole vibe. It's captured. It's still. It's being still. It's not even moving. When you're looking at a person, they can look at you and smile, and this is a captured image of their spirit. And I'm looking at it, and no, I can see. Or, oh my goodness, oh wow, yeah, they're beautiful. No, no, well, yeah, but it's deeper than that. This person, and I know that if I was ever be around them and meet them and see them actually in the flesh, my joy. Yes. Right. So this is a practice that the stronger it get, then the more that you will be in tune to where you now will start to feel the vibration of electronics, TVs, phones, Bluetooth speaker systems. You will be able to feel the frequency. You'll know whether it's on, whether it's off, or whether it's plugged up or not. When we take mushroom trips, man, sometimes we find ourselves getting up, walking around, unplugging things. Because if you that tapped in and tuned in this physical, then when you go into the extra, or excuse me, the into the interdimensional realms, that is heightened. It's heightened. So you'll feel like you'll get up and go unplug the printer. You'll get up and go unplug most things. Some things, their frequencies are acceptable. The hum or the buzz is comforting, right? Of the electricity going through it. But you will listen, people be sitting next to me and I'll be like, yo, somebody phone. And they'll be like, oh, and they'll reach in their pocket and pull it out. And their phone will be, it's not ringing though. Like they'll have it on silent mode or something, or where it lights up or whatever, the little vibe or whatever. And the frequency though, like you just tap, like you feel something, and it's like, oh, that's a phone. Like I don't feel it, I don't hear it. I feel something, right? It's the frequency, it's the energy. And the more you practice this, the more you start to tap in and see and feel things in an energy setting. This is where you'll be at a bookstore and you'll find a book and you'll pick it up and you want the book, but when you pick it up, you like, oh no, I'm straight. I've done that. I wanted a book and went and found it, but the energy in the book was like, no, let me put that down. And I got the book from somewhere else. Call me crazy if you want to. Yeah, think I'm capping. Think I'm on some other ish. Are not all things energy based? Everything, even what we call solid, even this cup, it's energy. It's a certain temperature. It's a certain. If they was to look at me on a infrared or night vision, my body is exuding a certain energy, and so is this cup. That cup would be picked up right now on they shit. The warmth of it. That is the energy. You know how sometimes you're sitting and it's hot outside and you're sitting next to something like a barbecue grill or a car and you see the waves of heat coming up. Come on, tell me you ain't seen that before. Then why? Then how? If you've seen that before, you've seen energy. What do you call it? What did you see? I'll wait. Well, see, the heat was the heat vibrate, the heat, energy. Yeah, energy. You seen it, and you can train yourself more and more till you see it. Start off with your eyes closed. Notice that the practice I started with was with your eyes closed. It's that when you start to be able to do it with your eyes open, it's some high level shit. Understand, with your eyes closed is because you're going back into your original senses. It has no option but to do it. Now, if you really want to be high level, put you some earplugs in. Then you don't even really know when the door open. But see, this is some high level shit because now your eyes is closed. you got earplugs in, and you just focused on the energy. And if you feel like some additional energy came into the room, open your eyes. And there should be either a person walking in or another person in that room, and you just picked up on their energy. But if it's still the same people or not, you fucking up. Nope, you looking too hard. Nope, it ain't. But once you start to get it to where, boom, you open your eyes and somebody walking in, ooh, you a bad, you know what I'm saying? You a bad, right? And you just continue this exercise, you continue this practice, and it's gonna get stronger. Then we got senders and receivers. This is where, all right, check it. You ever been sitting and you like, let me call so-and-so. And you call them and they be like, yo, I was just thinking about you. You are a receiver. You were sitting there minding your own business. That person thought about you and you received the signal of that thought. You felt, you picked up on, you received that thought. That person who was thinking about you is a sender. They have the ability to send the thoughts. So there are the people who will think about a person, and that person who's, if they're a receiver, will, let me call this person, or that person will sit and talk to another person about that person, and that person will call them. And they'd be like, man, I was just talking to you, to Easy the other day, man, and woo, woo, woo. Listen, so I used to talk about this. I just spoke on a brother named Easy. And when this brother came to the pad, and we were having discussions over a couple days, and it was intense, and I said, I can tell. I don't remember exactly what happened for me to know, but I knew that within a few days of talking to this brother, yo, you are a heavy sender and receiver, but you definitely a receiver. And I told him, I said, listen, from now on, we ain't gonna use cell phones to initiate. We're gonna use cell phones to confirm. We're gonna initiate through the mind. So if you wanna come through, if you wanna holler at me, if you wanna build with me, you gonna send that mentally, telepathically is what some people call it. Okay? And I said, and when you hear me call you telepathically, you can use the phone only to confirm it. Okay? And we started doing this to where we having a little get together, a couple people that showed up. Yo, where Easy at? You know what? He do need to be here. Yo, I'm gonna hit him. No, I'm gonna hit him. Don't even. All right. Boom. And I sit there and I'll send out the signal. Boom. Yo, Easy. Hit me, Easy. I need you. And about 5 minutes later, he'll hit my phone. Yo, here go Easy right now. Oh, you ain't hit him? Man, hold on. Yo, what up? Yo, did you just hit me? Yes, we over here. Yo, you got to get over here, Lord. Yeah, I hit you. Woo, 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 woo. All right, bet. I'm on my way, right? It got strong. It was consistent. It was 85, 95% of the time, yes, 100% correct. One day, somebody was over at the pad and I was giving a consultation, and I explained to them, this is what I'm explaining, the senders and the receivers and how this works, and telepathy, and the more you use it, the stronger. And they kind of like, what? You telling me that? I'm like, yeah, no, seriously. I said, as a matter of fact, there's a brother that, I rock with, that's the only way we really even. And I said, matter of fact, hold on one second. His name Easy. I'm going to hit him right now. And I took my phone and I sat it in front of that person. And I sat there. Boom. I hit Easy with the signal. Boom. Easy. Yo, hit me. Yo, Easy. Hit me. Yo, Easy. Hit me. Boom. We went on back into our conversation. And I thought you was going to call your man. So I said, I did. He going to be hitting us to confirm. So anyway, about 3 to 5 minutes later, the phone rang. I look at the phone. I said, look, the phone's Easy. I answered it. Peace, you on speakerphone, huh? He said, yo, I was in class and shit, or whatever he was doing. I was in, and I felt like he was calling me, but I wasn't sure. But I just stepped out real quick to just check. Did you? I was like, yeah, I hit you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to disturb you. I didn't know you was doing something. I just was sitting here having a conversation with somebody that, woo, and I was explaining to them, blah, blah, blah. So you did hear, yeah, you know how we do, you know what I'm saying? You hit me telepathically. I heard you call me. That's why I hit you back. All right, get back to what you was doing. He hung up the phone. I hung up the phone. I looked at the person. They said, yo, that shit really just happened. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all. Tap into your natural shit. Some of y'all are senders. Some of y'all are receivers. Some of y'all are both. This is energy work. Let me be clear. When you hear people talk about energy work and light workers and all of this the type of shit they be doing. The people who be dealing with the Reiki, the people who be dealing with the light work, the people who be dealing with these past life regret, this is energy work. This is energy work. What they say, it cannot be created nor destroyed, only transferred. Do you know that there's an MOS in the military, which is basically your job, your specialty, right? In the U.S. military, there is a job for wind whisperers. Now, I don't know how active that is and how many people are still tapped in, but for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, what we refer to as the Indians, feathered, not red dot. Can I say that? Don't cancel me. I heard it on a song. I'm like, okay, that's how right? Not Indians, but American Indians, right? Feathered, not red dot. Indians, some of them used to have individuals that would scout. They would ride out days ahead to see what type of threats, war, tribal shit, woo. And they would whisper into the wind. They would go and sit, and they knew where to sit, how to turn, how to the wind to wait to the time of the day. All this, it's a science to the whole shit. I ain't no wind whisperer, but I'm familiar, right? I'm familiar with, not educated on. But certain way they sit, face certain way, whoop whoop, the wind, certain time of day to snap, and they'll whisper all of the report. It's tribal men. It's about 300 of them. They have spears and bow and arrows. Whisper into the wind, and the wind will carry their whisper 2 days away, where they have an individual sitting, listening to the wind. Oh man, they say tribal 300. Bow and arrows, spears. They're coming from like the whole like we have no idea of the powers and the abilities that have been lying dormant within us for 7,000 years. But let me explain something to you. What we refer to as technology, right? This electronic, holographs and Bluetooths and all of this, right? Technology. All of these things are man-made attempts to tap into natural abilities. How do we do telepathy? Let's make a telephone. How do we replicate the brain? Let's make a computer. How do we replicate the mind? Let's create an internet. How do we replicate the ancestral realms? Let's create camera and panic rooms where we have individuals sitting back. Gate 6, gate 6, gate 6, dude. Gate 6 open, you run through, gate 6 closed. That's somebody sitting up in the higher realms, right? Watching over and there for your connect. This. Ooh, that conversation about the ancestral realms the other day that got sparked on my page. Was that not interesting, huh? Was I not sparking some shit, huh? All right. Stay where you at. So, technology, as we know it, is the attempted replication of our natural abilities, anything you see. So when you see these holographs, making holographic or holograms, like the hologram of Tupac, right? They're bringing the spirit of that the spirit of that person into automation, right? Something such as like bringing the spirit of an individual into, you all right? You got to be careful, baby. Be careful with your body. You only get one of them. Okay. You know, bringing that into the realms to be able to communicate with. All of these things is their attempt, right, to artificially recreate so they can try to understand what we have naturally. And let me be very clear, the more that you use those artificial versions, the more that you dumbing down your natural ability. And that's where we go back into these works. The more you tap it into the natural realms, into these natural spiritual realms, these natural entheogenics and interdimensional realms, the breath work, the yoga, the eating good, feeding your body positive electric foods. Your body is it's almost like a vehicle. It is a vehicle. It's one of the most advanced machines ever, you know what I'm saying, created for our spirits to utilize for this journey that we are maneuvering through. So when you really learn it like that and tap in and use it the way that it's really built to be used, ooh, that's when you get into your magic. Yes. That's when hey, watch out. What's up? On site, huh? That's how you feel? I told y'all she be terrorizing me. You think it's funny? You know, beat me on camera. Now I got proof. Now you got proof. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and kick it with y'all, man. About motivation, inspiration. You know what I'm saying? And going into your energy. You know what I'm saying? Reading the energy, learning how to work with it, learning how to get away from that doesn't serve you correctly, learning how to lean into that actually is a blessing to you. Everything, ow. Everything ain't gonna be like the way you expect it. I said this to somebody the other day. The destination belongs to you. The journey belongs to the power, to the universe, to God. However you see the higher powers, however you see that vessel of operation, right? You know what I mean? I bear witness to, you know, a lot of different things, yeah? You know, we got ancestral, we got the celestial bodies, you know what I'm saying? We got the cosmic, you know, it's a lot of different levels to the ish, right? And so just tapping into all of that and realizing and seeing the universe as energy. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the universe as energy and what those energies are and how to tap into them and how to recognize them and how to utilize them for your higher good. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this whole experience. We pass on the information we got into new bodies so that we can experience it again and keep on. We keep living on. We keep recreating. We passing this information. We try to get to the higher levels of, and we keep practicing and tapping in. These vibrations are infinite. Take you a heavy microdose and go sit in the grass under the tree and close your eyes and feel the vibrations from the cars, the trucks, down here at the riverfront, the boats out in the water, you know what I mean? The birds, right? The grass. These things sound, but no, I'm saying literally seeing and feeling the vibration of all of those things. Be careful now, my plant's over there. Don't. All right. Yeah. That's my mommy fish. Man, you crazy. That's my plant. Man, whatever, man. I'm about to sit you outside on the porch like Dino. Yo, anyway, man, I love y'all, man. Thanks for tapping in. You know, share this with somebody that, you know, might need some inspiration and motivation. It happens. Yo, listen, man. Listen. I'm gonna blow your candles out.
No.
What?
No.
I'm gonna
No.
blow your candles out. Who you playing with? Girl,
No.
you started it.
No. You got it, babe.
Man, I'm about to get off. Ow! Ah, ah, ah. Y'all see this? This girl is a terror. She don't care. Oh my goodness. But anyway, man, I love y'all. And thanks for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? I just tried to share that word for whoever needed it. But you know what I'm saying? Hanan, even if it was just for you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Tell somebody y'all love them in the language they can understand it in. Peace. Say peace.
No.